I am a firm believer that BB is underappreciated and underused even after she got a hypercharge. It didn't seem like too much changed, barely still see her in ranked, everything like that. So I'm going to take her into solo showdown in this video. We're going to tune things down. I just got back from the gym, so if energy levels are lower than usual, that's probably why. It's been a few weeks since I've went, but that kind of brings me to a story or just like another life thing that I want to talk about as a topic for today's video. Yesterday's was crazy. That one was kind of hog wild. I'm not even gonna lie, that one just went crazy, but this one might be a little bit more tame, alright? No drugs involved in this one. Uh-oh, wait, I'm actually fine. Oh, poor guy. Hold up, I did that on purpose, I swear. I did that on purpose. What? Oh, that was so weird. But today's topic is growing up as like the chubby kid or the fat kid. I was never like, especially during school, I was never like crazy huge. Like, what's an example? Like Dream. I don't know if you guys saw how much weight Dream lost, but he lost like hundreds of pounds. I lost about 100 pounds from my very worst. But yeah, never that bad. Hello. Meow? Meow? Oh, you're so dead. Meow. Meow. Dude, please. Please. Ah! What the? Alright. Alright. So, growing up as like, let's say years like 1 to 6 of my life, I was actually like a pretty normal sized kid. Like I was just skinny. I don't know. Normal? Is that what, that's probably what normal is. I was just healthy weight. Then I turned like, let's say like 7 or 8 years old. We moved. I got my first like gaming console. It was like a PlayStation 2. I think I was still fine at that point. And then got an Xbox 360. I started getting into gaming a lot more. And I feel like my whole diet changed at that point. I don't know if my parents just weren't moderating me, how like what I ate as much, or if it was just me like sneaking food, because I definitely did that at some point. But also around that time, like I was getting a little chubby. Like I was just kind of a chubby kid, but I wasn't really fat. Like looking back at it, I have like old videos and pictures of me in that at that point. It wasn't like crazy bad, you know. I was just chubby. And then going forward, a lot of stressful stuff started happening, like my parents divorcing. We already talked about all of that, and just a lot of problems started coming up when I was like 12-ish years old, and that's when it started getting worse. And I think like all throughout high school, I was sitting around like 220 pounds as like a 15 to 18 year old, which it's not like the craziest thing, you know. It could be worse, but like it's still not good. But we can get all these boxes. Give me the mother load. Oh, dude, frick you. Oh wait, fuck you. I can say that. I forgot I could say that. That's crazy. Taco, 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 taco. Ooh, taco, taco. Does he have hypercharge? I don't know. So basically, since in the last video I talked about how I'll never do drugs, I'll never drink, I'll never do anything bad like that, but my addiction was food. Like when I ate food, I felt good. Food made me feel great. So that was literally my addiction. Instead of substances, it was just eating. So I would usually have a food that I really like at the time, and I would usually just sneak it like at nighttime or whatever, because it would just make me feel so much better. Hello, you just walked straight into me, sir? Awesome. That went on for the longest time. Until I was until I moved out at like 18, 19 years old. Then I didn't have to sneak it anymore because I lived alone. Or not alone, but you know, I didn't have to like hide it from anybody. So at that point is not only when there's a lot of people out there who when they first move out, they get severely depressed for whatever reasons. That happened to me. It was crazy bad. Like I was at such a horrible point in my mental state from moving out and feeling like there's no direction in life, because like at that point YouTube was working. Like it was all right. I think I passed like 100, 200K, was still making Brawl Stars content, you know, same stuff. But I made myself like worry way too much about like the future of that. And there were some points where like I was so just like depressed and sad that I would just stop uploading for like 4 days or 5 days. Yeah, I don't know who was like around at that time, but it was pretty bad. And to cope with that, with those feelings, I ate a lot. Like, I ordered DoorDash once or twice a day, and they were just like these big meals. And it just made me feel great. Like, it's the classic food addiction thing. But still, okay, so the highest weight I ever got, to my knowledge from weighing, was like 265 pounds. That's the highest I've recorded. It maybe was worse at one point, but that's like when I started, because I got like a scale, I weighed myself, it was that high, I was like, wow, that's crazy, because all throughout high school, the highest I got was 220, which is still bad. That's still like 60-ish pounds overweight. I'm only like 5'8", 5'9", so it's, yeah, not great. But yeah, I was going up really bad, and... Hello? Oh no. Holy shit, that's wild. He did the AFK strat. But yeah, at that point was around the time I was like planning on doing my face reveal, and some of the first videos on this channel even were using face cam, and they were around the time when I was like that weight. And that, among many other reasons, just like made me realize that a lot of problems in my life wouldn't exist if I just lost weight. Like, social anxiety was crazy. In school, especially, just like in high school, I would always wear sweatshirts, even if it's extremely hot, just because, like, I was like, oh, if I just wear a normal shirt, you know, I'm gonna look so fat in it, it's gonna look terrible. So I just always wear a sweatshirt, even though it's not like it helped too much, I just did it. Because I thought it helped, right? Oh boy. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Like, I don't know how many people can even relate with this, but when you have, like, anxiety about how you look, just, like, having, like, other random people see you, it's, like, the worst thing in the world. I still get it, and got it, sometimes, even when I was at my lowest weight. Like, I went from, all the way from 265 pounds down to, like, what are you doing? All the way down to, like, oh, frick, fuck, okay, we're good. All the way down to 160 something. Which I also have videos of me at that weight. Don't know the specific time, but I lost 100 pounds in about like 8 months. And after that was, hold up. That was my absolute best weight. Like, I did not weigh that since probably I was like 13 years old or something. Like, that was so crazy. And I'm pissed that I let go of it. But like, it's hard sometimes because when I get stressed, I still like turn to food sometimes, because I have nothing else like that to just, it still just like makes me feel good when I eat, which is a problem that I need to like, are they teaming on me? What the fuck? Why? We're at like 0 trophy range. Oh my fucking god, what is this video game? Like, growing up, being the bigger kid, not many people in specific really made fun of me for it. There were like a select few people who would like poke at me because of it, but that never really made me, Jesus Christ, that really never, dude, fuck off, that never really made me want to change very much. Like, at the time, I didn't, like, that was like the only reason I had, which wasn't enough. I needed more reasons to make me want to change. Oh my god, I want those so bad. Alright, I'm not even going for it, yeah, because she's, hold up. Ayo. Okay, I got him. We win. We take these. Yeah, back then, like, even in high school, like, I did try some diets, but I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I didn't have the money to order my own food. I didn't have money for a gym. All I had was a broken bike, like, exercise bike, and an actual bike, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So when I tried diets, the first thing I did was, like, eat nothing but lettuce. Skip my school lunch, skip breakfast, or just eat lettuce for breakfast, and then have like a tiny ass meal for dinner, which is like the opposite of a good thing if you're trying to lose weight, because you're still not going to lose weight if you're under eating that much. You need to like get a specific amount, so then your body's still getting energy, but it doesn't need to hold on to your weight because you're starving yourself, you know? Like, it's really specific, and I had no idea about any of that. I had no idea how to research it. I just had nothing to go off of. So every time I tried a diet, I made it way too extreme in that capacity, like where I'm literally eating nothing or I'm working out way too much, like I would ride the bike for like an hour and a half as fast as I could, and then I would feel like I'm about to pass out. Like, that is not good. I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Okay. I might just pop this gadget. You're dead. Come on, baby. Holy, okay, you are dead, okay. But yeah, that's what most of my diets consisted of. And then my diet that made me lose 100 pounds was like the wildest one, because like at the time I was getting into dating and I felt so horrible about how I looked. That just wasn't great. I was doing the face reveal, and in general, I just had so much social anxiety about how I looked. It was not good. There were just so many reasons that I wanted to lose weight. And because of that, also on top of the fact that like I was super depressed at the time and I needed like a different escape than food, because obviously that was only making things worse, because eating so much just to make myself temporarily feel better was in turn making me gain more weight, which was in turn making me feel even worse. And I could have just continued that and spiraled down until I probably would have tried to like kill myself or something, because it was getting to that point mentally where like if I'd pushed myself even further, that probably would have happened. I know that sounds super morbid, but we are real on this channel. That is literally the raw truth of how it was going. And I actually made a video about that. It's still on my channel. Straight up, like, it's called, like, 2021 was the worst year of my life. That's what I was talking about in that video. And I don't even remember exactly what I said in that video. Like, it could even, I don't know. I was probably nervous about making that video at the time because it was happening currently. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should remove that and just have this one as that sort of thing. Yo, kid actually won the interaction. Alright, he went AFK. GG, man. But, yeah, so many reasons to lose weight. I started literally the craziest diet, the weirdest diet, the most educated diet I could think of to lose as much weight as fast as possible, which I wouldn't exactly recommend to lose as much weight as fast as possible, because depending on your body, how your body reacts to it, it could actually be a bad thing. And if you're like really heavy, you'll probably have loose skin, which thankfully I don't have like any, I don't think. Maybe just like a tiny bit, but like it's not that noticeable, because especially because I was not like 200 pounds overweight or anything. It wasn't the craziest thing in the world. And also your body type kind of changes how things happen. But yeah, my diet was kind of wild. I went to the gym every single day. I went from going 0 times a week to 7 times a week, 30 minutes a day. I would go ham, keep my heart rate at 180 on the treadmill or on the elliptical consistently the whole time, which is actually unhealthy. I shouldn't keep it at 180 the whole time. That is too high. I should have kept it at like 170, but that's besides the point. That's what I did. I also tracked every single calorie that I ate, every single like what is it, nutritional value, like protein, whatever, that I ate. And then I also started I'm dead. Fuck. So at the time, I needed to eat like around 1,800 calories to lose like 2 pounds a week without working out. So I would work out, burn like 300 calories a day, but I would also I would cap at 1,800 calories, and I would sometimes go under it as well. And the more weight you lose, the lower it has to go. So currently I need to eat like 1,400 if I just want to like purely lose fat. If I just am doing cardio and I just want to lose fat and gain like no muscle, that's what I would do, which is currently what I'm doing. But yeah, so at the time I was eating 1,800 calories a day, going to the gym 7 days a week. I had a hard keto diet. I completely changed my palate to specifically no carbs, like nothing, which is kind of a confusing thing to get into. But like the bread I ate didn't have sugar in it, or no, it's no sugar. There's still carbs, but no sugar. That's the thing. What else did I do? There was more stuff that I did. I found like just supplements to help, like green tea and just shit like that. You know, I was getting good sleep. I was getting my vitamins. I was doing literally everything. And any moment I could find to like work out, I would do it. And it kind of just like turned into this thing where, for one, I started hating food that seemed unhealthy. Like I would actually get like, I would just be distasteful towards it. Like food that I used to like, I don't know, fast food or candy, cake, anything like that, I would actually like hate the sight of it. I would not even want to get near it. It just got to the point where everything kind of blended in, and I was just on the grind every single day. I would not even skip a day, no matter what. And then eventually I went from 265 to like literally 168, I think. Just about 100 pounds. And it was great. And then suddenly I completely dropped the diet because I was getting stressed out. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I'm so fucking... Okay, fucked. Wait. Yes! Let's go! It was going great in general. I was on a good path. I was finally starting to focus less on losing weight and more on building muscle, and that was going pretty well. I actually enjoy weightlifting far more than I enjoyed... let me just stay out of his range so he can't push me. Hold on. Hold on. Yep, there we go. I enjoyed that weightlifting way more than cardio, dude. I fucking hate cardio. It is so annoying to deal with because you're on a set timer. You have to just non-stop do it. Or you can do the like interval thing where you go hard for a minute and chill for a minute. I just kind of go average for the whole 30 minutes, which is what worked for me for losing weight. So obviously I'm going to keep doing it. It still works for me. So that's just what works for my body. So, you know, I'm just going to do it, but I hate it because I just hate cardio. Weightlifting still gets your heart rate up, but I don't know. I'm just worried that it's not going to like help very much when I'm trying to like lose fat. And like, I can't, it's weird to me because the concept of losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time doesn't make sense, because to lose fat, you need to be in a cardio or a calorie deficit. Like, that's just how it works. And I know you can turn fat into muscle, but I feel like that's harder than it is to just lose the fat and then build muscle later. So what I'm doing, well, listen, I'm not a professional. This is just my brain. This is what worked for me at the start. So I'm going to continue doing it. And I did try, just focusing on weights to also lose fat, but it didn't really seem to be working as well for me. So I'm just going back to what I did at the start. So when I hit like 168, I was around the time when shit started getting real in life. I needed to get a car. Learning driving was really stressful to me because I've always been stressed about it. So just thinking about that all the time, like getting closer and closer to my driving test, was really stressful for me. And also my apartment where I lived was like horrible. It was fucking awful. And get fucked. Oh my goodness. Actually, to put it simply, the apartment I lived in was already shitty, but then they were including new rules that were even worse. And I just could not continue living there. So the only option I really had was to just end my lease, because the lease was almost over anyways around the time these rules were happening. So I had a few options. Either I look for another apartment and deal with that for another who knows how long, or I can get my own place, which is a fucking very stressful process that I was not ready for. But considering I have cats and 99% of places do not allow any pets, let alone more than one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get my own place. Like, there's really nothing more I can do about it. What is this guy doing? Like, I know I'm mentioning cats, but like, chill. There's two of them. All right, I'm out of here. But yeah, so I got my own place. It was a crazy, stressful process. And of course, when I'm that stressed, I resort to eating food, which is the worst thing. I need this strong mental game that I had at the point when I lost 100 pounds. I seriously need it back, which is what I'm trying to do. I go ham for like 2-3 weeks, I lose like 10 pounds, and then something stresses me out, or like I have like a party where I finally get to eat food for just one day, and my brain just like turns off. That was a horrible snap. What the? There. My brain just like turns off, and I just forget everything, and I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna keep eating good food for like, I don't know, a day, and then the next day I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna keep doing it. You know, it's nice. So I definitely still have the food addiction in me, and I need to just like forget about it somehow, however I can, which I don't really know how. But yeah, so I started getting stressed out. I'm fucking dead. RIP. So I just unknowingly dropped my diet, dropped the gym, literally everything. I gained like 20-ish pounds back, 25, and just stayed there. at like 190-ish, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not that bad. It's not that unhealthy. I'm like not obese or anything. I'm just a little bit, you know, overweight. I just am not in like the normal range. So I'm like generally healthy. It's fine, but like I'd rather be back to where I was just for like my own mental. Yeah, my own mental. And I've been sitting at like 190-ish for like an entire year almost, actually, at this point. I've had so many instances where I would go ham again, do the same shit I did normally, like in my big diet, and then I would drop it after like a couple weeks to a month, and then I would go back to square one at 190, do it again, go back down to like 180, 170s, go back up to 190. Like, it's really annoying. So I need to think of something that will keep me on it. One thing that helped me keep on my diet at the time, besides like my crazy mental game at that time of just really wanting to lose the weight, was kind of like documenting it online through like Twitter. I had this like thing where I would just keep track of everything I did. Like I would update this post consistently of like my progress, which probably helped me a little bit. So maybe I should start doing that again. I don't know. Or I could just update you guys here. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm trying to get back into it as of today. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can just get through it again, but either way, I'm just glad to be in a spot where like there's not much to be done. This post is so fucking annoying. There's not too much to be done diet-wise. Like, I just need to be on the grind for a couple months, not let anything like take over, you know, like keep my mental game strong, not get too tired. I need good enough sleep. I need a routine, and like falling off of that shit is so easy, but that's basically what I gotta do to like get it done, is just like stay on it. Hello. Hello. Oh. She's got snappy sniping. She's fucked. Ah, yes. Perfect. 22-minute long video. Okay. I should probably end this before like literally everybody clicks off. This might be a little bit too long. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the long videos. If I have something I can talk about for a long time, then I'll do it. But I know people are gonna get bored real quick, so I feel like if you're watching, comment like I'm still here or something, because I feel like most of you are not watching at this point. But yeah, that's where I am right now, trying to get back down to like 170-ish, 160s. That would be crazy. That would be like the absolute normal weight that I need, so then I can start like toning up. But until then, I can't really tone up, and I'm never gonna do like anything else. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that is the story of growing up as the chubby kid. I don't know if I explained that much in like my youth or high school. I know I explained just like wanting to conceal myself and just being overall anxious about it, which isn't the same for everybody. Like, some people are fine with their bodies even if they're overweight, but for me it was a huge problem consistently. It was always a problem, but I never was able to do something about it until I was like getting to the point where I was suicidal. That's how it was. Sometimes you need the thing to like snap you back to reality, so then you actually make a change. And that was it for me. Like, I was at the lowest low I could have possibly been, and instead of fucking myself over even more, I just decided I'm gonna like put myself through actual hell with the absolute worst diet and like the most strict routine I can think of, just so that I can be at a better point for the rest of my life. And I'm at a better point now because of that. So if I let myself go at that point, like none of this, where I live, the channel, anything would be the same. So I'm thankful that like 2 years ago me decided to do that, because if like I easily could have just not done that. Easily. So I'm very happy that I did. But yeah, that's most of the story. I know I left out some stuff. I usually do, whether it's on accident or on purpose. So maybe I can touch on this topic a little bit more in the future. If you guys have any like specific questions about it, then I guess ask me in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna stop sitting in the lobby. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.